I am the back-end handyman. I fix things as cheap as I can, which is often all by myself. I am not a professional. May not be done the right way, but it's done my way. I assume no responsibility if you attempt the same thing and damage anything. Back-end handyman, and I am back. I'm getting a bunch of anxiety and everything from this fucking floor. You know what I mean? I have anxiety anyway. I take medicine for it and everything, but damn. You see this part right here? Over here, there's $300 worth of leveler. And some of it isn't even level yet. You know, like right here. And I didn't put the foam up first. So now what I've done is I've put up the spray foam under the gaps that I know are unlevel. Like you can see there's some there. And then it goes around here. I know that this door, this hallway and everything, you can feel it. I've even ground this down. There was a hump right here. And I ground that down to where it isn't such a bad unlevel spot. But there's still a bunch of places that are up and down. And well, as I was scrubbing the floor, it occurred to me that instead of just doing the whole side, like I said, that's $300 worth of fucking self-leveling underlayment. Instead of doing the whole side, I can see where the dips are with the water. And to be quite honest, the only way I found to get dips, find the dips and stuff on YouTube, I watched a bunch of videos. That's why you see all the plastic sheeting up on the walls. People saying to do that. And then at first, I've seen people say put the great stuff, expanding foam, at the bottom of the sheetrock. And I've seen them say that. And then, well, the way I'm wanting to do it, I'm wanting my flooring to go under the sheetrock. I don't want no trim in here. That's my main objective, is no trim living room. But making sure the floor is level, you want a level floor to have quiet floor. Because if you have gaps, like over here, there was a big gap at one time. And over here, you may not think much about it. But if you have gaps, like this, around where your flooring is. See, look at it from that side. See, if you have gaps like that, your flooring's gonna lift, because the flooring itself has so much tensile, which it dips when you walk on it, and it'll lift when you're not walking on it. So I'm going to try to use the water to find out exactly where the dips are and circle those. Then I will take the grinder and grind it down so it doesn't have the paint. Like you can see, I have gray paint on there. This flooring originally had red paint on there. I don't know why. But you can see that there's big dips all over the place. And that'll be more prevalent as I show you once I get the water in here. Now, you wouldn't want to do this if you had anything but concrete, because the water will soak into plywood, things like that. But I have a concrete floor, so I can get the floor wet as long as I don't let it seep under the walls. You know, it might go under the walls a little bit, but it'll dry out over time, especially with that foam on there. But I can get the floor wet and see where the dips are, or so I can pinpoint the exact spots to use the floor leveler. See, when I first figured this up, I figured I'd need like 35 bags of that floor leveler for this. And that stuff is $40 a bag. So, you know, it's just ridiculous. We only paid $2,100 for like 2,100 square feet of flooring. And it's nice vinyl plank flooring. So when I come to putting it in, I want it to be perfect. I don't want it to be noisy. I don't want it, when you step on it, it come apart. I don't want it to lift, go down, do any of that stuff. Because I watched a lot of videos, and that's what people say, is you need to have the floor level. Well, I ran into this when I did the $1,300 calculation. That's when I was under the assumption a bag of floor leveler will cover a 20-foot section or 1/8 inch high. Well, I realized after doing this part, you know, I probably only need half the bags that I thought. So probably around 20 bags would be able to do this, but that's still a lot of money. So I'm wanting to break it down even further than that. I don't want to go ahead and go buy more bags because I think I have 2 bags left, and we already got $300 on that part of the flooring. Let's just say I don't have the money to buy fucking 20 bags of this $40 shit, right? So let's see if this works with the water to find the deep spots, because the leveler, the reason it works by leveling itself is it's so runny, it's like water. So it finds the low spots and it goes to them. But, you know, a gradual here and there, up and down, isn't going to hurt nothing. What I'm trying to fix is the big, drastic changes from one spot to another, like right there, where that does that under there. Now, if it went down like that all the way over there to this side, I wouldn't worry about it. But just a little hump right there, I don't like that. And I know that's going to cause a problem for the flooring. So I'm going to get the water hose, I'm going to bring it in here, and we're going to find where the dips are in this area, see if it works. I know there's a big dip over here. That'll be enough. Now I'll give it about 30 minutes and come back and find the puddles and circle them with the magic marker. Check this out. There's a big puddle, right? You can see right there. Let's see where the puddle meets. I'll just go like that. And circle the puddles. Check this out. I got it all grinded out, right? You can see the difference right there. And I re-wet the floor. So now I know where the puddles are going to be at. That one there goes over there, so. This right here needs done a little bit. I thought I was done, but I guess not. There. I just need to come by and grind all the wet spots. I think this is gonna work a hell of a lot better than that other way. And that there goes over, you see those cracks? There should be a puddle there, but there's not. All of it goes down in the cracks. Now, since I got the spots all marked, I will vacuum it up, the water. Now we got this. I put some in the middle of each one of the circles. Well, as much as I could. Some of them don't have it, but I ran out. So I'm gonna try some without it because not all of that had it. But I'm gonna go ahead and roll this out. Look at this. It's still good to use. It's been like a week since I've done this last. But I put it in this bag and the roller's still good. Let me get it rolled out. Spiked shoes. And then if you get the circle painted, you get your stuff mixed up. All right, here it is, a couple days later. As you can see, it was still wet, like there. Now this is the fresh from the store stuff. So whenever you do this floor leveler, some of that stuff I had was probably a year old. When you do the floor leveler, it works a lot better if you have fresh from the store stuff. But look, since I covered up where the lines were, not near as bad. You can still see a little bit, but it'll work.
To be continued. Like, follow, subscribe. On our way to 10,000.